As former President Donald Trump fights for a second term in the White House, he is barely shaking hands with moderate voters and building a broad coalition of supporters on the campaign trail. Instead, the former president appears to be trying to consolidate his already enormous power within the Republican Party. As Trump approaches the GOP presidential nomination in 2024 and the possibility of 4 criminal prosecutions, he is challenging aid to Ukraine, killing an immigration bill, putting allies on the Republican National Committee, and trying to oust former South Carolina Gov. Nikki Haley. GOP race and quote, the RNC must be a good partner in the presidential election and quote, Trump said as he proposed new GOP leadership this week. It's a statement he could just as easily apply to Republican members of Congress and government agencies. Here's what you need to know about how Trump is flexing his muscles among Republicans in the 2024 race for the White House. Trump has long influenced GOP debates on Capitol Hill. Today, he's trying to build on that influence as he approaches another run for president. A group of Senate Republicans joined most Senate Democrats on Tuesday to send $95 billion in aid to Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, and others, despite efforts by Trump to change the package. The former president only demanded loans to help Ukraine, which raised eyebrows with several Republicans. Although the deal finally fell through, Trump's argument was successfully rejected by one staunch supporter of foreign aid, the Lindsey Graham, RSC. He said he would vote against it before the aid was given in the form of a loan, as President Trump proposed. The influence of the former real estate mogul is also strong in the House, where Speaker Mike Johnson, RLA, has promised not to take the foreign aid because it does not include border regulations. And after lawmakers stopped giving more aid to Ukraine, the former president sparked a backlash over the weekend when he said he could tell the Russians to do whatever they want NATO countries that did not provide enough financial support. The former president and his critics accused Trump of once again pandering to Russian President Vladimir Putin, even as he continued his bloody invasion of Ukraine. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, RK, told Punchbowl News that he and Trump completely disagree about his attitude to NATO. It was very useless, McConnell said of the comments. Despite these differences, Trump's opposition to additional funding for Ukraine will continue to prevail among Republican lawmakers. Trump is not only at the center of aid to Ukraine. In recent weeks, he also successfully worked out a bilateral border agreement that would be added to the foreign aid bill passed in the Senate early Tuesday morning. Trump, who has made it clear he plans to participate in immigration debates this fall, began lobbying members of Congress weeks ago to oppose the bill. He called the agreement a great gift to Democrats and said it would allow too much illegal immigration, even as experts called it the most conservative border package in decades. Trump paid special attention to Senator James Lankford, RNEB, the Republican lawmaker who negotiated the deal for months. Trump talked about the Dan Bongino show the bill was very for Lankford career, and the whole deal was crazy. After criticism from Trump, the proposal was overwhelmingly rejected by Senate Republicans and was declared dead within 48 hours of its release. Republican Vice President Lara Trump. Trump isn't just marking his Republican territory in the halls of Congress. Good also focuses on building the Republican National Committee, including installing a family member. Lara Trump, who is married to the former president and has a son, Eric Trump, is running for RNC vice chairman, the former president said in an announcement Monday night. Trump described him as an extremely gifted communicator, dedicated to everything NAGA stands for. Trump has nominated North Carolina Republican Party Chairman Michael Whatley, who has denied Trump will lose the 2020 race for the White House to President Joe Biden for president. Trump made these announcements even though current President Ronna McDaniel has not officially announced her resignation. This is expected shortly after the South Carolina primary on February 24th. Meanwhile, Trump also plans to nominate key RNC campaign aide, Chris LaCivita. Chris will lead the day-to-day operations of the RNC, making it a fighting machine for 2024, Trump said. Leitharm, the country Republicans mostly support Trump efforts, although there are clear exceptions. Mitt Romney, Utah, the 2012 Republican presidential candidate, said Trump is blocking beneficial legislation in Congress because he believes it will hurt his presidential bid.